We're going in. Who do you think, player-wise, is going to be going in harder here? I mean, Ken's conventionally. Wait, it was Moons, right? It was
It's
Moons.
Moons,
Okay.
yeah.
You're seeing Ken? I
Yeah,
don't
yeah,
think that's
I
possible.
was like,
yeah.
I
It's
was like,
definitely not
whoa.
Ken. I saw Ken in the
Never say
lobby
never.
for some reason. Yeah, no, never say never. It could be Diego at Moon's house, but probably not. That would be a huge unblockable mix-up. No one would be ready for that. But do you
Assault swap
anticipate Cody
apartments.
or Bison here
Yeah, yeah,
from
yeah,
Moon?
yeah.
I feel
Yeah.
Bison.
Hey, what's up?
Yo, I just want to give you guys a heads up because they're all playing at Moon's house, so you
Okay,
will
okay, so
never
it is Diego.
know. You will never
Amazing.
know until the versus
Oh,
screen.
oh,
Ever.
Wow.
that's the trick.
The ultimate mix.
So
Did you
everybody
see me
can
make the
hold
read
that.
though?
The allies meta strategies are above and beyond the best I've ever seen in a tournament.
They're playing at Moon's house. The refrigerator plugged in next to the console.
Yeah.
So
Ethernet cord
this
fed through it.
and it's green. It's Diego's Ken color. Moon still has it unlocked for his homie. So that's great to see Long Island sticking up for each other like that. Great to see. Oh, okay. It's funny looking at the player name. It is not Moon's playing. It is Diego. We're gonna have to get that through our thick skulls.
Diego. You
Yeah.
have to say it 3 times in the mirror.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is going to be potentially a really good fireball game for Lud. Diego's very good at it, but I think Chun-Li can play that kind of mid-range pressure a little bit more
I mean-
effectively on tools.
You're saying it, but it's not happening on the screen.
Yeah, it's true.
Like,
We can't let our anticipation guide us entirely. I think I know personally that Diego's so much more heavily committed to a real fireball game than Lud is. Lud is very flexible, moves around the screen, can often move into that forward throw. I think Diego actually just walked up in the middle of neutral and made that throw happen. Really brave.
and you know what it is though? Like when you establish a really strong fireball game, it makes your opponent not want to press buttons, because then you'll just be punching fireballs.
Yeah, even if that's kind of what you want to be doing, trying to counter hit the fireball hurtbox startup as it happens. I
Yeah.
mean, Chun's very well equipped to do that. Not just with stand heavy punch, we see Lud using that quite a bit already. Has super too, so can maybe even make a stand heavy punch hurt. Probably won't given the life lead we have right now though.
She
Lud
also
has
has
been
down
using-
middle punch, which Lud hasn't even committed to as yet.
Blood's favorite move is probably standing heavy punch in this game. He uses that constantly throughout.
For sure, yeah. Forward medium
Oh.
punch from Chun. Count. Oh, okay. Forget about everything Chun's doing. Let's talk about Diego. One hit away
It's
from
Ken
stun
time.
here. Yeah. Ah,
There it
just the one hit
is.
on the trade.
That's-
It's still going to be
and
more than
that's
enough to kill. Yeah.
Game one, no meter necessary.
Yeah. So it's first to 2 sets throughout the Waseda. I'm sure our lobby will reflect that as well. So is facing elimination. Oh, it's set to first to 10 in the lobby.
First to 10, right?
A long crew battle.
First to 10 Waseda style, 3v3.
It's got a lot longer than we expected, though.
Everyone buckle in.
Can
Pack
we?
open a cool beverage.
We're playing online. We can't physically stop them from playing unless Dom pulls the cable on our lobby.
Whoa.
Yeah. They decide they just like each other too much, forget about their teams, and just keep on playing. Yo, you like this full corner carry on the jump it? I know Lud does.
I think there was a miscommunication. Like,
We probably anticipated starting with the first to 10, but I think they'll play first to 2. I have faith in them. I have faith in this link off those legs.
Yeah,
Lud
leg
maybe
extension.
mounting a kill sequence here. Oh, fireball with punish. Okay, Diego. I love the
She's
freeze
in off
frame
of
that I
that.
saw.
Wow, that neutral jump. Keeping the pressure on.
okay,
Yeah,
finally,
Diego got a-
Dive under that fireball.
yeah, finally does the down MP on the fireball, right? Doesn't
Yeah.
land it though.
Very important for Chun to establish the slide, especially when you have VTC ready like Lud does now. You can combo up that slide no problem. You can activate off the X kick, get some Kikosho, plus frames off the first activation. And now any hit will surely kill, especially given a bar meter for Chun.
Yeah, I just want to highlight that Lud is very good at anti-airing, but but Diego's like pacing is making it very hard for like Lud to keep track. He's gotten like basically unanswered jump-ins.
Chun-Li's
Yeah.
light kick, I mean, he's used that so well to knock characters constantly out of the air.
Oh,
like
finally
that right
anti-air.
there.
On cue, yep, right on cue. Always important to commentators bless the players from your region, right?
I'm
No
pretty sure
commentators
that's
first.
number one to Street Fighter laws, but
Just keep
Yeah.
pressure on right there. It was really smart.
look at the stun on Ken. This up could be reversal to reduce that.
Yep.
Yeah, and
At
the
200.
V reversal is very much Diego's style. Loves playing Grey Life and suddenly taking it, and especially the threat of back throw off of V reversal is huge for Diego, putting people into the corner and maybe even throw looping them.
Oh,
Forget about that right now.
Jump right over.
Oh, so close to kill, and Lud can still activate to force a mix-up situation.
Ooh, what a
Oh, but it was
response.
too far! Yeah, no jailing on that one. Diego busts out. Diego's can still maybe build V-trigger if a crush counter happens, and that would be a huge blessing. But with all this chip now, maybe even a
crush
one-bar
counter
jump
right
in
now.
will kill.
She's dead.
I'm with you. Yeah. Yep, for sure.
Uh-oh.
Even without meter. Alright, well now it's just a throw to kill, and that's when the game's at its scariest.
Oh,
You
it's
gotta
scary
guess.
now. That
You
Grey
gotta
Life.
Trading
Oh.
fireballs, and then slide will take it.
Good low
Yo,
Finally
this-
goes to the
that
option.
slide. So
Yeah.
this will be match point now, or match round, I should say.
Elimination game, both players. That's that. I think I found the terminology.
There we go.
It's a game within a
Make it
game.
up- Yes. Yeah, the commentary game is fun because I feel like as a commentator, we take charge of what language gets produced to even talk about what's happening, you know?
Yeah.
We'll make the new terminology and people will catch on as long as we commit to it. Speaking of commitment, committing to heavy kick preemptive, blood stuffing. Oh, heavy kick crush counter.
Unfortunate. Does not get the autocorrect on that DP.
Yeah. Probably didn't mean to commit to a forward DP, probably want to cross cut.
That's keeping the pressure on really effectively in this the last game in this one. It feels like kind of a role reversal. Even though I was saying I would expect like sort of a mid-range game, Lud seems to be dashing in and trying to get plus frames,
Yeah.
and then Diego's trying to like escape to that mid-range where he can control the pace.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
feel like
like-
if Lud
like-
really wants to keep you out, Lud will play Monot, right?
Yeah, right.
Oh, he definitely.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like usually you would expect Chun-Li to have more of a mid-range control because of her tools, her walk speed, right? The range of
Right.
her button. But then, like, you know,
Yeah,
but
alright,
Diego
well-
is choosing that role.
Yeah. Little bit of a commentator's curse though, because when Lud has Kikosho VT2, every heavy punch is a deathly threat, including the one that took that round there, putting Lud on match point. I would hate to see
Especially-
Diego go so soon.
Oh no.
And the V skill combo to build up the V trigger
Yeah, going to the
already.
corner so soon. Not just V trigger, also huge corner carry and max damage.
Oh,
It's such a good
unfortunate
combo
missing
for her.
that EX Tatsu.
He's out of the corner, but he's walking himself all the way back. Well, no, a little quick reversal here.
Yeah, excellent punish from Diego, maximizing the corner carry. The left corner is his friend too. So close to
Two
V
throws.
trigger. Oh, back
Oh
throw?
my god, that's
Wow,
gonna, yeah.
back throw stun is massive. You can see
Oh,
Diego.
no.
He didn't think he would cross up.
I didn't think he would cross up either.
Fierce across the back accident?
Yeah,
Uh-oh,
the
this-
jump fierce from Ken's a magical button, but it's about to be a cursed button too if Lud bounces this comeback. Facing the corner now. Diego finds the veer
Yeah,
reversal,
he's gonna
and will
spend
get
it.
chill chip. Guaranteed, right?
I would say you definitely need to spend it there.
If you
Just
have the
take
bar, you gotta
round.
make it happen.
Prevent the nightmare and trust your fireball game to build you the meter going into match point, both players, elimination point, both players. Ah!
You know what though? He was gonna spend the super anyways. Had the combo had ended, like landed properly.
Yeah, Ken doesn't really have 2-bar combos to kill with, and I'm not sure 1-bar would do the job for him right there. EX Tatsu
Yeah.
maybe could have, but Chun's rocking 975 life now, not 950.
Ooh, that good punish with the.
There's
the
not
fire
much
frame
utility
reversal.
outside of the Shoryuken from his EX moves either, so spending the bar there is a little less risky than a character that's more meter dependent,
Yeah.
I think.
No,
And we-
agreed, definitely.
Yep, it's already paying off for Moons, who has the chance to play now, but is facing a really devastating situation. Do you choose VTC or do you choose V reversal? You're facing death, maybe. You choose
VTC
VT.
today.
Okay.
Wow.
Wow,
Pretty
wow,
risky there.
VTC.
Oh,
Diego.
True Ken
Oh
is
my
gonna-
Oh,
Overhead and he
Diego.
comboed.
and he saved that till the end.
You saved
Yeah,
it for
I didn't
the
see a single
end.
one of those the whole set.
He saved it for the end and performed it at mid-screen, when you're
Mid-screen,
normally not
run up.
thinking about the Ken mix-up high-low game that he usually saves for the corner. But it had to come out eventually, and there was no time left.
You can't suppress the Ken inside you forever, you know?
Yeah.
You
So
can play
big congrats
footsies
to-
for a while, but eventually you are going to pop off on somebody.
Right, I mean, he played footsies for a while and then switched to the back of the ankle over the head game. Nailed Lud, comboing off it into the 3-frame Tatsu, or 3-frame DP, whichever one you want to choose, really. Light DP is so funny for that overhead link combo.
Making the
So
decision
yeah,
to have V trigger. We were talking about it, was he going to be reversal or go for the VT cancel, and he went for the
Yep.
VT cancel. Ultimately,
Yes.
that proved to be the
yeah,
right
that's the
scenario.
winner's play, right?
I know.
The
As soon as he got
aggressive
that low
choice.
board fireball, I was like, oh man, he's gonna activate.
I've been getting hit by that since season 1 and dying off the sequence that started for 5 years in a row. Ken has never lacked in Okizeme or follow-ups off of any of his massive damage combos that also take you to the corner almost as fast as Balrog. Yesterday we were watching a ton of matches that focused mostly on corner carry. We were comparing Balrog corner carry to Ryu and how Ryu was lacking it in comparison to Ken. All thanks, by the way, to a bunch of Long Island matches we were watching. Both Marvisto and Diego took their Shotos up against No Need to Talk's Honda. Sorry, No Need to Talk's Balrog.
Yeah.
That was definitely a good show. Good show is something we'll continue to see as we wait for the next player to be chosen in the Waseda style event. Who do you anticipate?
My gut feeling would be Metro M right now, but we'll see. Metro
feel
M,
like-
obviously.
You got to guess
feel
both too.
I feel like it's gonna be Yawn.
Yawn. I think Yawn's
And
the
it is
answer.
Yawn.
Oh, it is Yawn. Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Well, who do you think it is from Long Island?
Long Island? Who's left? It's Marvisto or Moons?
Yeah, Marvisto or Moons. Yep.
I feel Moons.
Yeah, I mean, no matter what, it's going to be on Moon's account, as confusing as that may look to the spectator.
Yeah, the actual Moons. Actually
Yeah.
Angel.
It's probably good of Long Island to be looking out for us all like that. The way they probably picked the best internet household to play together in a safe gathering of 3 people, and whoever else they brought, and
Nah, I
the
think they want to
refrigerator.
be assholes and just mess with them by being on the same account.
They've got 3 setups going right now. One of them's just got like Monster Hunter Iceborne on it or something.
I bet you.
And the
I
other
bet you
one's just
somebody was like,
downloading.
"Yo, I have a great idea. What if we all play on the same account? They'll never know who's coming first."
Honestly, that's kind of sick. I'm not gonna lie. That could be the move. If I were entering a 3v3 Waseda style event online, I feel that. Don't give them a chance to even react and put up a different player. No lies passing through. So they're a character select right now. This is where the real decision's being made. Not at battle settings, not in the lobby, just character selection.
You can see them hovering over like Ryu and Cody right now. Just be like, I wonder.
Yeah, they're probably flipping a coin to see who goes up. Okay, it's Moons. It's the real life Moons playing on his own
Real
account.
moons.
If you recall yesterday, when these 2 players met, Moons tried to avoid the M. Bison matchup against Laura by playing Cody instead. Now he's forced with it playing Yawn. So we are
Cody
here.
Yawn does like to sometimes pick a different character to start the first match, and then
Yeah,
he'll go
Vega,
to-
for example.
Yeah,
Exactly.
he definitely played Vega a lot yesterday.
Always first with the Vega and then the Laura, but I mean, with regional representation on the line, you go straight to the main, and sometimes it doesn't even pay off. Moon's going straight to his old main. We know him more as a Cody player now, but Bison is the pick.
Ooh,
Wow, was that the shallowest Devil's Reverse ever
it
achieved?
definitely was, and it whipped,
that
and
was
and,
instant
and
double.
Yawn tried to tech a grab.
I think
IAD
Yawn was
Devil's
trying
Reverse.
I think Yawn
Yeah,
was
right.
trying to
IA
trigger
Devils
cancel.
first. IADR.
IAD. Okay, well, you know, there's
If
the fear of victory.
Bisonopolis, Bisonopolis in the stream chat confirming that they are assholes for doing this.
Look, it doesn't
You know, there's
matter.
nothing in the rule book that says you can't all squad up on the same system.
That they
Look,
are indeed assholes.
If your whole team's assholes, that doesn't matter to me because I only care if I'm individually an asshole. But with the team backing me up, we can be as hooligan, as trickster, as rude as we want to be to the event. As long as we win, that's all I care about.
Oh, and on top of that too, you got to think that they're next to each other so they can give advice.
Okay, strong
The
punish from
coaching
Yawn,
has
by the way.
gotta be strong in the house.
Yep.
Yeah, definitely. And it's probably screaming.
Yeah, right now they're saying don't get grabbed.
And they're
Okay,
probably
block.
drunk, all of them.
Wow. Okay, cool. I mean, not too drunk, still hitting the conversions all the way to the corner. Moon's, but getting hit now, taking turns.
Oh,
Wow.
I
And the
cannot
throw
believe Moon's in
finish.
V-reversal. Okay.
Ooh. Yeah, like
That
when
mix-up is scary.
when her hands are on lightning, when they have electricity on them, you have to reversal her.
That's time, because you're not going to get a chance after.
No.
Yeah, I definitely try to wait until you can visually confirm that EX Thunderclap has come out, see it, and get the Pyrrhic victory of taking her meter and delaying her rushdown at least a little bit by V-reversaling it. But sometimes she can do setups that also make your V-reversals whiff. She can cross over you with heavy
Yes.
clap. I mean, that's when they're really styling on you. Not sure if you have time to do that right now in one first to two set with your region on the line, but it's definitely possible. Yon's a brave player.
Yeah, you know what? He's like one of the last Lauras to play her like season 2.
Can you expand on that a little bit?
Okay, so season 2, that was definitely the most ham version of Laura, obviously.
Yeah.
You remember the robberies, how they were
And the
going
medium
on?
kick, VTC.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
What was it, the 5-frame medium kick, I believe, right?
Yep.
Something
The
like that,
biggest medium kick in the game, yes.
right? So basically, like, you know, with all that power, like Laura's were super ham. They were less calculated. Now, if you watch like Idom's Laura, it's super calculated, very very neutral heavy at first, until he gets the proper mix up, until he traps you. But then Yawn is like, no, I'm gonna roll the dices on the mix up.
But it gets even stranger because when they moved, when AE comes out, that V trigger was it was initially a 2-bar V, then it was
Oh,
a
yeah.
3-bar, and
Exactly.
it gave so many new options right afterwards.
Don't really have many options in the corner. Moon's mounting a sequence, fighting for his tournament life in this particular round, but doing so perfectly. Still on the golden letter so far.
I love
Oh,
the
wow.
the
The-
whip punish.
Yeah, screen freeze into whip punish, visually confirming
Oh,
that Bison Fierce was
down.
not going anywhere. Now, are you going to
That's
get
not
heavy
great.
punch elbowed? Oh, no, you're going to wake up
Good
crouch
low
medium
kick.
kick, counter hit. Okay.
Okay, he's gonna activate off the slide. That was he's going for plus frames, command grabs.
That doesn't kill? Okay.
Wow.
But it is +2
On the
after
dash.
forward dash. So he's
Yeah, okay.
in the right.
Moons did maybe have to face the threat of wake up super, though, so I was impressed that he committed so quick
Amazing
to
air
the
to
meeting.
air.
I mean, you gotta think to yourself though, as Yawn, do you want to throw away around on a guess
Oh,
like that? If it
yo.
doesn't land, now you don't have meter, and you're definitely gonna lose that character anyways.
Let me talk to you about risk reward, though. It's match point and you're up 1-0. You know the wake up super is a good move, right?
Oh, definitely 100%, 100%.
Especially with Laura not having that, invincible DP on frame
Right,
one.
yeah, of course. She loves her EX moves, though, and Yawn does too. Gonna have to maybe get reacquainted with them next game because things are going Moon's way strongly right now.
I mean,
Even just tossing out some lights, building meter for a tool that he probably doesn't even need to use. That's a hit, guaranteed.
and the
Yo,
lingering hit, and
we
then
got that was so clearly going to hit, and everybody knew it. We got time to look at the bright red shoes that Bison was about to put on those knees.
in my
What do you
mind,
think
I
he's
was like,
rocking?
maybe he's too far.
Oh, let me see those things.
Nah.
I think for Velcro, it's kind of a an ultra dad move.
How do you qualify for the Olympics? And then the Olympic team of whatever World Street Fighter is in is like, yeah, here you go, you got Velcro. Strap them up. We're sci-fi now.
Look, you see any laces on those things?
Are those Velcro Air Force Ones? Is that the move?
That's the lifestyle.
I guess so.
I feel like
That's
this
so
was like
sick.
the après ski kind of
Can't
vibe.
can't
Like,
trip on shoelaces if they're not there.
yeah, like
Yeah,
these
Oh,
aren't
no
really
punish.
good. That's a rough
Yeah.
punish for that command grab.
Barely punished.
yeah. Neither player was really ready for the scramble created by the whiff command grab. There was just too much hit stun. Yon just assumed it would be blocked after crouch light punch. Ooh,
Oh wow,
Oh wow.
that was an interesting decision.
I think Yon meant for a normal to come first before the thunderclap, but Moons was still respecting anyway, kind of knowing that he has to hold the activation. And
Yeah, agreed.
oh, genius! What a great way to get around the neutral that thunderclap dominates by literally teleporting
Where
behind
did
it.
that hit?
I mean, he had a chance to get like an extension from that, but it was such a weird spot to be in. He wasn't prepared.
Oh, sunset wheel again.
Yeah, the overhead's been working really well for Yon, even in situations where it would have been unsafe, of course. But I mean, Yon's been brave, been committing to it, and in V-Trigger, you're gonna link off it anyway, just like we saw.
Oh, clean jump in.
Good jump.
Yeah, cross up. Bison's got this really tall jump too.
is super ambiguous. More so than
Ooh,
most, I
chases
feel.
down the
Caught
back
the
dash
back
with the
dash.
standing. Yep.
Back throw directly at mid screen.
Gotta watch
Now-
the stun.
Guess for the
Oh,
game.
Yeah.
Mm.
You know, you're guessing for the game in a way, but on that particular knockdown, if Laura dashes at you and goes for a command grab, mash that 3-frame, bust out, right?
Oh yeah,
I mean,
because
obviously you're
that's
not
not
reacting to
real.
what she does. It's
That's
only
not
+1
real.
after dash, and she's doing like a 6-frame command grab, so...
She's doing a 6-frame command grab, and then she's dizzied off a 180 move or 190 move for damage wise, and then she just adds on to it. You know, he had like almost more than a fourth of his bar, and well, that was still it because of the stun. Because Lara's stun is, of course, as good as it gets in this
Yeah,
game.
even with that frame data acknowledged, though, in a way, you're still guessing for the game. And Moons and Yon both knew that going into that knockdown. And I suppose that is why Moons was left blocking in the end, blocking
I
an
mean-
unblockable command grab.
That's true. I mean, the common thing to do in that situation is to do bolt charge, to meaty with bolt charge, which you can't mash a 3-framer on.
Yes,
So-
exactly.
So, and they're both forward-moving moves. You're online. You're scared because you're basically guessing for the game.
Also, yeah, if Laura just dashes at you and does her 3-frame stand light punch, which she can link off very freely, and then she's still gonna frame trap anything you do, you know. So it's not a pleasant situation either way. It was a pleasant match to watch, probably even benefiting from that tension, from those knockdown situations that Yon knows so well. So we're at the end of the order. We no longer have to guess who's coming up next. Isn't that great? The players will do the guessing for us. The order's been determined. Metro finally coming up the anchor right after a wonderful placement at CPT Online.
There's still a guess with Marvisto, right? Because
with
even though
character,
we know what
right.
player, there's
I-
2 different ways this can go character-wise. I think it'll drastically affect the matchup.
I think this is Honda.
I think it's Honda. Yeah.
Yeah. Why do you guys like Honda?
Damage output, more health.
The air
Honda just-
approach.
The air approach, the fact that Vega doesn't have strong anti-air options.
Yep.
So
Yeah,
so
so your
like
butt
butt
slam
stomp,
and-
yeah, butt slam. It would be hard for Vega to deal with. Probably would have to go for, I don't know, maybe using the dodge to make it whip. That's probably an answer. Maybe even jumping backwards, but that would probably be a nuisance for Vega to deal with.
Yeah, and
Okay.
Vega has no shortage of anti-fireball tools. Among them
Yes.
are EX Barcelona roll, goes straight through projectiles. VT1 goes straight through for full combos. V skill 1 dodges them as well. And just pressing forward heavy punch with Vega probably will crush counter a fireball in a startup because the button has such big range.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
we're definitely seeing Honda.
So you're avoiding the fireball game completely, and yeah, I think especially the aerial control for Honda.
Just turn your butt into the fireball approach. You know, you
Mhm.
are now the projectile yourself.
And historically, Honda has been very good against characters with no projectiles.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, I mean that's such a interesting constant throughout every incarnation of Honda. This man comes in and says, "I'm going to squish you."
Oh, you have
If
no
you don't
fireball to
have
keep me out?
Yeah. No fireball to keep me out, and no anti-airs? This might be rough.
And like even on defense, having like a light punch headbutt ready for any approach, like you can't set up an offense with fireballs either. Like you have to go in and throw a button in their face, and if they choose to headbutt you, like that's just kind of a risk you have to take when you're doing anything.
Yeah, and
Right.
and then you have to wonder, is Vega able to punish light headbutt? Because that's a rare thing in this game.
I don't. I'm trying to think of what he would do. Maybe forward
well,
heavy
well,
punch?
no. Well, light headbutt is -4 on block.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, then hell no.
So
No,
and,
he-
and
no
then,
chance.
yeah,
and
he
then,
has
wow.
no chance.
well,
Not
but you
perfect
like
range for that
Sagat
combo.
has like one of the longest standing 4-frame jabs in the game, right?
That's
Yeah.
a good reason to pick Honda in this matchup. Is you just invalidate the entire mix-up with headbutt.
Exactly.
Heavy
So-
headbutt
so-
anti-air.
And in some cases, like to punish headbutt, you have to stand block it.
Oh yeah, I do know about that. Yeah. Oh my God, corner carry on one hit. And now,
Yep.
Vega's
That's
also a
all plus.
character with no invincible reversal outside of his V skill, which I'm sure
Oh no.
we know a lot about as Marvisto. Hey, V skill just putting good work there though, dodging the air approach on butt slam.
Yep.
I love Metro's use of V skill too. One of the first to adopt it and make the efficient use of it.
Oh, unfortunate slide placement. Gets
Lost
punished.
the claw as well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I honestly think Claw is super important in this matchup too. That you need to have it.
Yeah, I mean, you have really little air approach. Everything can get blown up by headbutt, and you take a ton of damage for doing that. And you have to play on the ground. I think Claw to give you that range advantage, even if you are being threatened by headbutt the whole time you're approaching. It's super important to just like apply any sort of pressure because it looks like any of your special moves are just gonna get blown up.
You know what's funny about this matchup is that historically Vega would give Honda problems
he got it.
because Vega usually punishes headbutts and all the things that Honda wants to do to approach, right?
Mhm.
But he doesn't in this game.
Yeah.
Well, that's different.
Like in Street Fighter 4, Vega is down strong with 4 frames. Other games, down strong just reaches where headbutt would be, too negative, right? But
Yeah.
like Vega just happens to punish. But it doesn't work that way in this game. And that's such a disadvantage to Vega.
Man, I'm really impressed with Marvisto's willingness to dash forward at Vega, at Metro too. You think of Vega as the fast-moving character, but it's all Marvisto going in, activating BT. Definitely going to be looking for hits now, facing such a life deficit,
Yep. Ooh.
and they all convert big with BT.
Oh, what a response with that B skill too.
Yeah, and it's the
Trigger
V
2
skill
as
2
well.
into activation. So Trigger 2 gives you the safe on block, plus on block actually activation, off of an invincible move. It's the only thing like that in the whole game. Metro has found it first.
A little bit too early on that jump back from our Visto, unfortunately. Fortunately from Metro M though.
Yeah, yeah. Fortune is always a spectrum in fighting game. Oh, cool. That was a pretty nice little whiff punish on the whiffed headbutt. Metro M still very aware of the movement from from Marvisto.
I like the spacing that he's standing at. Being very evasive. Ooh,
Oh.
good chase down.
V skill.
Worked right into that.
The Honda
Oh,
wingspan.
That was an
Oh,
amazing
shit!
reversal.
Oh,
Amazing punish.
That's what I call a punish.
Yo, that is well studied, that is research, that's lab work being demonstrated in front of us. Here in the training booth though, it's probably second nature for Metro to be practicing stuff like that.
Metro M has been very good years at the B reversal punish because even when you think that it doesn't really do you any good, because backward
Wow.
able to
That's
punish.
huge.
Talk
I
about
know
the punish.
Kara hands
Oh,
the
huge
super. That was
conversion
beautiful.
too. Yeah. Kara cancel super.
One of my favorite combos in the game.
Yeah. One of my favorite supers too. It looks like such a gentle hand to the cheek. He just kind of guides you to the ground. Great place to use super as well, maybe acknowledging that Metro only has one bar himself, and Vega doesn't really abuse EX moves that much.
Yeah.
At least not Metro. I mean, we could see more EX Barcelona dive, but we've already seen Marvisto always heavy headbutt anti-air. That was established round 1.
And the pacing is kind of different now. You see a little bit more urgency in Metro M's play.
And
little
by
more
urgency, do you mean forward walking?
Forward walking, yes. Before
Yeah.
he seemed that he wanted to walk away, space out Marvisto, because Marvisto was the one going in.
Yep.
Well,
And that might have
unfortunately-
just been because of Metro's willingness, right?
Mhm.
Trusting that the corner situation won't be so bad, trusting that he'll be able to dive to the other side or
Oh,
something.
what a backdash.
Oh, shocking lack of a combo. I think Marvisto was surprised too. Trying to compensate with the
Another
command
in a row.
grab. Both of them missing command grabs. I would love to see command grabs land. And by missing, I mean, the other player just sniffs it out.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's been some ranges where Marviso's command grab looks like it's going to hit. As far as like from what we saw yesterday, that thing has a lot of range. You can definitely sneak it into ranges where it doesn't look like it's going to land, but it looks like Marviso's been just out of range. That being said, doesn't really affect the outcome today. It looks like he's going to sweep Vega 2-0.
Yeah, just take
Yeah,
that
and-
2-0.
It's the counter pick we anticipated. Good on us listening to call it so thoroughly and effectively. Long Island in the lead so far. I believe that leaves Yawn, the sole member of the team, to try and reverse the fortune of all of
Yes.
DMV.
as he's gonna have to win 4 games minimum just to take this.
It doesn't have to do it all at once, thankfully. Yawn, a thinking man. Always like to follow Yawn on social media for the introspection, you know? Someone who's always thinking. You're gonna have to think now before the match while you can, and hopefully you can commit everything to instinct when you go to run it back for DMB.
I I expect that Diego is gonna come up versus Yawn first. If I had to guess.
Yeah,
Beat him last
we-
night.
Was it Marvista or was it Diego?
it could have been both, honestly. Oh no, it
Yeah.
wasn't both. The OCV got canceled. I remember. I think Marvista beat him.
Mm.
But that is also just an estimation based upon the fact that Marvista made it further in the bracket.
Yeah, Marvista was in grand finals. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm just trying to be logical here. And I definitely witnessed it. I might have even commentated it, but it all becomes a beautiful
I definitely
blur.
watched the stream, so I was like,
Yeah.
but
I've seen the
it's-
tapes.
I've actually seen the footage. He did it.
Okay, appreciated. Very important knowledge, especially to the teams that are playing right now. Putting their exhibition life on the line. I was about to say tournament life on the line because that's such a common phrase.
Pride, state pride on the line.
Right.
Chat for this last chance comeback.
I love these season 1 characters going at it. Let me see
Yeah.
Ken versus Laura.
Takes me back.
Mm-hmm.
Every time I see Green Ken, I think of ST Ken. I mean, I don't know. It's just one of those things.
Is that?
I always think of Yeshikin from Third Strike.
Oh, what a response to that thunderclap!
That's a very cultured response. To think of
Definitely,
Eshiken.
it's definitely educated, right?
Yeah, right. Oh. You want to know what's educational? Getting hit by Laura V-Skill overhead. I mean, the character's already got V-Trigger. Not the right way to activate it. Probably a little mistake there, but... Oh my god.
Yeah, like, he definitely missed the button afterwards.
Yeah.
But-
Either
but
that
doesn't
or
seem
trying to do
be
button, thunderclap, BT.
Mhm.
Has plenty of more chances to use it though. Still has almost full V-bar. And Moons, I mean, Diego probably won't even have much time to do anything this round.
And that
It
wasn't
wasn't-
really a bad round either. Had some good ideas in the beginning of it.
Great way to take advantage of the trade. Go straight to the heaviest button you got. Yon got the crush counter as a result. Still facing the corner situation.
I'll go to the cheeky reset.
You know, the expected thing was that Laura would do her side switch knockdown, and I think Diego expected that as well. So that's why we took that throw.
Ooh,
Look at the whip punish there.
punched the hell out of her foot.
Yeah. Didn't DP it afterwards.
that
just
outta
punched it. Yeah. The DP comes later in the combo.
Fake overhead.
That was a really rude whip punish. I'm just saying. Like,
Yeah. When you get hit by Ken
can't believe
Spears,
it didn't
it gives
kill.
you that Scooby-Doo spin crush counter. One of my
I
favorite
don't care
things.
about your pedicure. Get that out of here. Like,
You gotta care about this
Quarantine.
beat trigger though.
Ooh.
Oh no,
Wow.
Never mind. False alarm.
Maybe he cared about it so much that's why he chose the EXPP, which hit as a counter hit, by the way, not as an invincible reversal. So that could be paving the way for Diego to maybe bust out some of these 3-frame Tatsus that we saw so much yesterday.
Yeah, it's a unique tool. I think we were talking about how it's got the special level, so it gets priority over other lights, and then trades with certain things. Kind of creates a unique 3-frame option. This game doesn't have a lot of.
Yeah, fastest access to a knockdown.
Yawn just trying to press him with
Just bullying.
plus buttons.
This amazing
Yeah.
defense
Yeah, but,
by
I mean-
Moons.
Yeah, all the Great Life is back because Moon's block. I mean, Diego
Diego.
blocked for long enough.
Don't worry about
He
it.
said it. Yeah. Diego was blocking and then got all the Great Life back by switching to offense.
Ooh, a fireball again.
All right.
So
Oh,
close.
so close.
Mm.
Wow.
Oh. Okay.
I think he might have tried to wake up with the EX Sunset Wheel or Super.
I was expecting super, but well, the EX would have gotten through the fireball. So
I mean,
either
I mean,
way.
it depends because like he probably tried to react to it,
Yeah.
like and not just do it on a guess.
in
But
the
the
time,
problem is, the fireball was in his body by the time.
that was a very meaty fireball, so
Yeah.
you have to be preemptive in your decision to go through it with the EX grab as Laura.
The buffer could have maybe thrown Yon off there.
Possibly. I mean, we're not seeing what they're seeing.
Well, we don't see the inputs. We don't see the frames.
Ooh,
Yo,
there goes that cultured response once again.
Yeah, yeah,
It's like, here's the fireball, here's
I
my
don't see the
uppercut.
frames.
yeah.
High society response.
I think we
Like-
are not seeing. Nobody is seeing what Diego's seeing so fast against all these thunderclaps. He's
I mean, we
heavy
don't know
DP
if
like 3 of
Diego's
them now.
drinking. No one can know what he's seeing. If
He
he's
could have.
actually drinking.
He could be playing Sven style. Got the blind glasses on.
Hmm.
We're playing in the future. He's
Yeah.
Luke Skywalker in the first Falcon scene.
Oh, left alive with a pixel again.
Just barely. But Laura could. Oh, she could die in one
Another
fireball.
fireball to seal it.
That's the
Those-
Footsie's range fireball. Unreactable fireball from that range. So
This is
brave to
match
rep
point.
it.
This is match point for Moons. He
Opens
wins
up
it.
with a
It's over.
fireball.
Yeah. Oh wow. Yeah. So, Yon may be sensing this high stakes, going for overheads, busting out
Yep.
everything about the stun sequence, and
Yeah,
try to put
trying
himself
get
at a
it.
match point to stay alive.
You know what? I will say that Diego, even when he was in the corner, his defense was not cracking, and great response. Oh no.
He's out of here. Exit.
Gotta go.
I have decided to zone you from over here.
Yeah. Gotta reset
I just wanted to
space.
get over there. I just wanted to build
Yeah,
the meter
Totally
while
intentional.
retreating.
We have high praise for Kenzo Kazeme on his follows.
Ooh,
We have
really
high praise
important
for his
block on the
punish
overhead.
damage.
I think OG y'all may have done the over too many times, but still gets the round because Moons was ready that time to block it and not get the link after.
Yeah, sniffing out those overheads. It's gonna be a really helpful call out.
Yeah, it's the first one we've finally seen blocked and punished. It really matters a great deal. We're talking about Diego's Ken, so the back medium punch punish is huge too. I mean, if you take one of those, you start worrying about the whole round.
Yeah, it
Oh,
sets
yeah.
up the entire offense.
Corner carry too.
Yeah, like Ken, he's definitely not starved for his corner carry ability. Oh wow, what?
There it
Now,
is again.
Where's he go?
What an option
Low.
to go for. But
Being
not-
demonstrated
not
for
right.
it. Genius!
Just a
Oh,
chase
did he get
down.
done? Not quite.
So close.
All right.
We've seen this
Dawn
magic pixel
activates.
before. I think it's gonna be a fireball to seal it.
Oh, no,
just
the
the
throw.
walk up.
The
Just the
threat of
throw in.
fireball from the footsie range that Diego had been so dominantly throwing fireball in suddenly became instead throw. I mean, that's such strong proof that you have conditioned your opponent to death, and that's what Long Island did for a pretty quick exhibition over DMV. I'm
could
starting
al-
to wish it was first to 10 the whole way through, like we had at the beginning.
I can almost hear the victory chants that they give Diego to give him power.
I can
Right now.
hear them through the Twitch chat, having not even read the Twitch chat yet.
The play was so clinical, right? Like Diego was able to set up ranges where fireball was gonna work out, and then adjust, play into, like you said, like the conditioning. I felt like everything was like just like such a nuanced takedown of what Jan's options were. Going from that punish combo into Tatsu, setting up the ground game, getting the low, getting the corner, and then just like chasing him back out of it. Everything just looked so like tried and true.
Like someone who's very well practiced and warmed up, somebody who maybe played in Casa yesterday as well, attending both days of the block party. By the way, how about
Mhm.
this fitting theme right here? The star characters of the copy pasta that Nightbot has just put in the chat. OG Yon and Diego closed out the Long Island versus DMB set. Where does OG Yon live? Canonically, Diego can only close out important sets if there are people shouting, you know the rest.
Oh,
And he closed it out, so I mean the chant must have been happening, right? They must have happened.
Yeah, thanks,
guess
thanks
that-
to all the Twitch monsters at home yelling that into their monitors. It's really appreciate it.
That is why they all gathered at Moon's house. So they could all make sure they hear each other.
you know
in a
what?
Discord live. Yeah.
Make
Yeah.
sure that they can support Diego.
Support
as much
Diego
as
with
possible.
my
With
favorite
chant.
acronym to call the chant, STD. Doesn't really make it sound any better. Really
You
does not make
know,
it sound better.
it's a minor sensor, but it gets the job done.
Yeah, it invokes other issues though.
It does, but for
Well,
Diego it
you
means
plug one hole
power.
and two more spring up, right?
But
Mm.
Diego, it only means power.
You know, do you think we might be able to get interviews from either team's representatives? I would love to hear what either has to say or what they have to chant, honestly. Just let it rock.
I'm gonna have to check the
I'll
box
keep.
for that because I have to
Just give them
run.
forum to speak.
Oh yeah,
But
okay, cool.
I will keep an eye out for that. I hope you guys find some precise intel from our heroes tonight.
mean,
But
yeah.
thanks for having me on. And I will talk to you all soon. Everyone else in the chat, please stay tuned. There's some more events coming up. It's gonna be super great. Make sure you check out the Maturino page. Enter Block Party. Make some money for charity tonight and enjoy yourselves. Thanks.
Yeah, it has been a blessing to have New England represented through the voice of Dustin Dormancy 207. Farewell.
See ya.
And thank you guys for having me on too. Congratulations to Long Island for pulling out the victory. I'm sure OG and Lud and Metro will watch the VODs again and make some readjustments next time we do this down the road. So
Hey, yesterday in